Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to hopefully a small information dump, I guess we'll call it for lack of a better word, on the new My Time game, My Time at Evershine, which the Kickstarter starts tomorrow, September 24th. This morning on Discord, one of the devs put up a bunch of information. I've only seen the information on Discord, which is the only reason I am making this video, because I do know not everyone uses Discord and I haven't been seeing it anywhere else. So I didn't want people to miss out on something because they don't have Discord. So, but first of all, this is a new picture of Avery. Like, there was a big discussion on Discord where the director of the series asked everyone to talk about Avery, and so everyone did. And so for all their input, they gave us a new picture of Avery. So I thought I'd share that. I made it the thumbnail of the previous video. So anyways, let's get into Discord. This is going to probably be just kind of quickly reading through it and then giving my perspective on things. All right, so the first thing they did was just a general post about the history of the game a little bit. So this is from Yang Yang, one of the developers. They are the most active of the developers, I would say, on Discord. When we started planning My Time at Porsche back in the summer of 2015, no one on that team thought we'd be here today with a third installment a decade later. The series has grown a lot, but then back then the initial team was around 10 people, which is like amazing. It really is how much they've grown. And we just had one goal: to make a cozy, charming simulation RPG that had a great story and many charming characters. Today, the Evershine team is approaching 80 members, and our goal remains the same: just grander and carrying the expectations of a lot more people. I love the cat right there. It is adorable. I wish I knew what the cat's name was. Okay. So, as Sandrock is in its height of development, a publisher approached us about making a mobile game based on the My Time universe. We thought it was a great opportunity to expand the IP beyond our regular audience, so we agreed, and thus Project Me was born. It stood for My Time in the Eufaula, which is interesting. I've always wondered what it meant, and that does make sense, and I feel a little stupid not putting that together, but alas. And it was about developing the northern part of the desert further after Sandrock. We had developed many concepts for this mobile game during its development, but unfortunately the publisher had a strategic change of direction and they dropped out. At the time, Sandrock was wrapping up and we thought we could use some of the lore ideas from Project Me in the next main line. Of course, because the main line needs to be designed as a single playthrough, we pretty much started from scratch. And that's how My Time at Evershine came to be. So, a beautiful picture. I mean, I wish it was a little bigger, but beautiful picture. This time, the core is still an open world RPG, but the player is the governor of a fledgling settlement instead of the builder, which is interesting. So we're going to be delegating more. With great power comes great responsibility. The player can recruit and assign settlers to the different roles and assignments, including followers. At the same time, you'll be responsible for the well-being. Angry workers are not conducive to a good settlement. So you can't be an evil tyrant if you want things to function well. Okay, noted. We're still tweaking how the story and settlement mechanics balance out, but the RPG part is the priority. There is just something fundamentally romantic about setting up a colony far away from civilization. The theme of the game is that no matter where people are from or what happened in their past, everyone comes together to make a new home that belongs to them. Feel that positive energy this series is known for. We currently just passed pre-production, but due to our experience, we expect less sand traps along the way, which I think at this point they are a well-oiled machine. So I'm hoping that it will be smoother. I mean, Sandrock did have a delay, but I would think at this point they are a pretty well-oiled machine. There are several important design decisions that we made when we first started production. First, the main story will be Porsche length. So 40 hours was kind of like thrown out there, but I think it's being reeled in again. So Porsche, if you are curious, average playthrough story only is 60 to 70 hours. Somewhere in there, I think it's 68. I will just be safe, say 80 plus, because I mean, you have to think you're still going to probably have to do research. You're still going to have to get resource gathering, though you can delegate that. You still need machines, you know, I mean, you need to do stuff still. So I'm going to say probably closer to 80 if you're like slower or just like chill, maybe 90. But either way, even if it is 60 to 70 or 80 to 90 or 100, that's better than 40, because 40, I was concerned. So first, the main story will be about Portia length. Pour all the resources to make it epic, make it tight without mandatory third act. Second, because it's recruitment structure, we're able to widen the breadth of the NPC stories, so that depends on who you have in your settlement, you might get different side quests. Mainline NPCs and story arcs are set in stone, so everyone gets them, but you can't kick them out, sorry. So in Project Me, in Rudy's recruitment center, one of the people you could recruit was Sam from Portia. So I'm wondering if they are going to have some of these random NPCs we've seen before that you have a chance of being able to recruit. I'm wondering. I do like that I can maybe kick them out. I can't kick the main people out, but I can maybe kick these extra people out. I'm okay with that. But anyways, the third single player story comes with co-op out of the box. This one was important. We knew we screwed up for Sandrock, so it was high priority to get it all right for this game. Finally, we want to tighten the overall game, more priority on the important systems. Both Portia and Sandrock suffer a bit from expansionitis. It's actually kind of cute. We tried to solve issues by adding more, but this caused the game to become bloated. We had way too many mechanics and mini games that not a lot of players actually needed, so we'll seriously keep that in mind this time. Over the next month, we'll dive into some of the topics we touched upon in this article. We think this is shaping up to be a unique experience that worthy of the My Time name. We hope you join us for the ride. And then there's 2 new pictures. Just this is actually very Project Me. This is right by the house. And then these, I'm guessing these are the runes. They look like a satellite. That looks like a satellite. I wish I could make this bigger. But I'm happy with this. I like the windmills. Yeah, so this is like the south view again. These have to be the runes. They have to be. And anyways, there's more information. Okay, so they also did a frequently asked questions. This is a different part of the Discord. It was a little much. So, are you worried that the project might take a long time from Kickstarter to full launch? After 2 successful games, we have gained enough experience to ensure we stay on schedule and deliver the project on time. Early next year, we plan to open the alpha version to backers of qualified tiers so you can get a hands-on experience and see our progress firsthand. Very cool. Will Evershine have higher hardware requirements? It's well optimized. They did learn from the Sandrock optimization how it was a nightmare at times. It says if your system met the requirements for Sandrock, you will be able to run Evershine. So still, if you have a potato of a computer, you may have problems. If you have a middle of the ground PC, you'll probably be fine. What language will the game be supported in? English, French, Spanish, German, Russian, Japanese, Korean, Thai, and simplified or traditional Chinese. They normally do look for localization people the closer to it is to release. So keep an eye on the Discord if you are proficient in any of these languages, and then also English. They normally do ask for people to read over the scripts. Do you use AI for creating your art or marketing? And no, they don't. They basically said they do not. You can read it. I'm not going to get into it. Has Evershine been influenced by Project Me? And we incorporated some of the lore and ideas of Project Me into My Time at Evershine, but the game has been redesigned from the ground up to create a fresh, unique experience. While there are new elements, the game remains true to the RPG roots and preserves the core essence that players loved in the My Time series, which are the stories and the characters. What platforms? Steam, PS5, Xbox. And then again, no guarantee on the Switch. It is all dependent upon if Switch 2 is indeed a thing. I have heard April 2025. No clue if that's accurate. So it seems like if the Switch 2 is, well, anything is an improvement from the Switch. But if the Switch 2 is truly an improvement, it will probably be on the Switch 2. How long will the main storyline be? Closer to Portia. The amount of signed content is still being planned, but there will be a lot. It will be a tight and epic narrative experience. How much content will core romanceable NPCs in the My Time at Evershine have? Core romanceables will have a deeper storyline, personalized voice-acted dialogues, exclusive combat skills, weapons, unique background music, and other aspects. So, like, Avery is going to still be the same voice actor, which is fantastic. And then, like, the exclusive combat skills is basically Logan, and when he would be fighting, go like, yeah. They will have stuff like that, which I love that Logan thing. Content-wise, they'll be on par with Ginger, Gust, Logan, and Nia. Fang's not on that list, which is interesting. So, I mean, Logan is easily one of the bigger romance people, so I think that's good. He had a lot of story. I'm putting it out there. Please have some reverse confessions and reverse proposals, just please, which I see it here. It's a question because they know us so well. So non-core characters will have the same storyline similar to Polly or Pablo. So like a mission, 2 missions at the most. That was basically them. Polly, that's a really short stick because he did not have a lot. Pablo, it was essentially the fashion show. That was Pablo. Anyways, and then the X mission where he stole the shiny things. We're flexible and open to player feedback on non-core romanceable characters and will consider popular opinions. My only opinion on this is if you have a gigantic teddy bear of a character such as Zeke or someone as adorable as Trudy, can I please hug them? Or if it is someone like Mort who reminds me of my grandfather, God rest his soul, can I please hug Mort? Like, just please, that is my thing. I want to be able to hug the non-romanceable characters. I would like that. In Sandrock, some NPCs frequently teleport, which felt unrealistic. How are you addressing this? We know what was wrong and we will optimize it. The goal is to make interactions feel more immersive and natural. Will there be more diverse dating activities, varied confession mechanics, including reverse confessions? We plan to enrich the dating activities and confession mechanics. Reverse confessions will depend on the character's personality. Interesting. Which makes sense. Not everyone is a Logan, you know? Not everyone will propose to you, so that makes sense. I'm hoping being an Avery girl so far. I'm on Avery's side right now. Avery and Ragnar kind of equal Avery, like that little step higher. As an Avery girl, I would love him to have a reverse confession at least, or a reverse proposal. The proposal I would prefer actually, but it doesn't matter. So how will multiplayer experience? Can we marry players? Yes, you can marry other players. The story is the same as a single player story, just that you can play it with friends and family. That's the synopsis of that. You can marry other people in your game who are not NPCs. Will there be different, this I'm excited for. Will there be different difficulty options and can players switch between them during the game? Yes, they are doing different difficulties. Thank God. Sandrock was too easy. I enjoyed the Portia grind a little bit more at the end. So you can choose difficulty. Thank you so much. You'll be able to switch between difficulty levels at any time during the game. So Minecraft allows that. Minecraft, you can go from peaceful to you can go to peaceful to easy to hard, but you can switch between it's Minecraft basically. Will the hunger system be demanding? The hunger system adjusts based on the difficulty you choose, allowing you to control how it affects your gameplay by selecting different levels. Also Minecraft, because on Minecraft, saturation on hard difficulty is different than on easy difficulty. Some of them, that mechanic is, you can pretty much get rid of the mechanic if you want. So I'm being a Minecrafter, I immediately say this is Minecraft. How will you balance city building elements with the main story? The story is our top priority. We'll carefully balance the gameplay, and if city building elements become too overwhelming, we'll reduce that aspect to maintain the focus on the core narrative. The settlement building is still being tweaked. We know we're in the cozy genre, so we're adjusting accordingly. I have seen a lot of people saying like, I love your universe, but I don't know how I feel about this city building thing. So I think that is their way of addressing it. That if people really just do not like that, they may tweak it down a little. That's how I'm reading that, because I that is a common concern I have seen, is I don't know how I'm gonna like the city building. Will I lose recruitable characters during the game? No, you won't lose any recruitable characters that you don't want to lose. So again, you can choose to tell someone ciao and see you later, sir. Will the art style change in the new game? We'll be diving into the topic in an upcoming Kickstarter article, so stay tuned for more details. The Kickstarter will have a lot of information on it. They have in the past posted a decent chunk of articles. How is the kid system planned in the game? Similar to Sandrock, kids will grow up to a certain age. Will the player's character have a fully voice acting? This is still a hot debate in our studio right now. We're leaning towards a player dialogue system similar to Sandrock. I enjoyed the Sandrock one better. I know some people preferred Portia. I enjoyed Sandrock better. As wonderful as the voice actors were, sometimes it came off a little cheesy. I prefer, to me, it's more immersive if I don't have a voice that's supposed to be my voice. So my character is my voice. I prefer it that way. Like their internal dialogue is in my voice, if that makes sense. Will there be more diverse and interesting NPCs in the new game? After working on 2 projects, we're committed to keeping the NPCs engaging and diverse. So you'll see when you have the full character list. Will there be more character customization options, including body changes in the Evershine? The face customization will be similar to Sandrock with additional options like more beards. We are working on more cool clothing for your character. While we can't promise a full body customization, there will be a height slider. Yay! But it is a Kickstarter goal. So you're going to start seeing Kickstarter goals and maybe wishlist goals. So yeah, that's why helping the Kickstarter, you will improve the game. Will there be new NPC photo poses? We are designing a number of photo poses to be similar to Portia. Portia definitely had more. They were cuter. Sandrock's were a little generic. Like Logan had just kind of like meh poses. And then last but not least, what type of pets will be available in the game? As with our previous games, we will have a variety of interesting pets for the player to interact with and enjoy. So there we go. So anyway, that is just the little bit of information I wanted to make a video about. Just like I said, I know not everyone has a Discord account. I know not everyone wants a Discord account. I've been making a point. I mean, this for me went live. It was posted at 8:30 this morning. It's now 11:30. And I've been checking the Steam page, seeing if this was going to be uploaded anywhere else. And I haven't seen it. I even went on the Kickstarter page and there was no new information on the Kickstarter page. So I just didn't feel it was fair for people who are interested in donating to the Kickstarter not see this information. So yeah. Tomorrow the Kickstarter does go live. I believe for me, it is 8 o'clock in the morning. That's US Central Time. I believe that was when it was. On the Discord, there is a time that they put up that I believe translates to whatever your time zone is. So from, like I said, me, 8 a.m. Central Time, USA. So I will be there refreshing the page. But anyways, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourself, and bye for now.